sorry, y'all. I know your math teacher's cheesy. It's fine. I'm used to it. So let's just jump on in. We're going to be doing substituting today. Hopefully, y'all have this sheet in front of you, like I said. We've talked about substituting before. Remember, substituting is when we take something and replace it with something else. We've talked about it multiple times before in case of like if I was absent, someone would come in and take my place. They're not me, but they're taking the place of teaching y'all, so you would have a sub. So what is substituting? Remember, substitution is when we replace a variable with the given value. So that's when we were given like x equals 14. So wherever you see an x, you plug in that 14. We kind of did this 2 weeks ago, just kind of talking about that concept behind it. But now we're actually going to do some problems with it. So hopefully you remember and you write this down, that substitution is when we replace a variable with the given value. And it's when the value is noted when we replace it. So let's go ahead and just get with it. So hopefully, like I said, you do have this sheet in front of you. If you don't, you might be a little confused as we go on. But I'm going to walk through these 4 with you, and then the other 4 you'll do on your own. So hopefully it's not too much stress and it's not too hard to do. So looking at number 1, we have 7 plus x. So our variable, we want to know what our variable is. In this one, our variable is the x because that's our letter that we're looking for. So our next one tells us what the variable represents. So x gives us 7. So written out, it would be 7 plus 7 because we replace that x with the 7 because that's what it's given us. And then we just solve it. So 7 plus 7 gives us 14. All right, so let's look at another one. Hopefully, like I said, this doesn't take too much brain work, just replacing numbers. You just have to remember what operation's being asked. So for this one, we have 8y. So a number and a letter side by side means to multiply. So for this one, we're gonna multiply. And our y is our variable, and we're replacing it with a 4 because it's noted that y equals 4. So we would have 8 times 4. And hopefully you know 8 times 4 does give us 32. Alright, so hopefully, like I said, this is kind of, you're taking the trip back down memory lane and you're remembering this stuff. Let's look at number 3. Number 3 is saying m/20. So remember we talked about a slash means to divide. That's another way of saying divide. They're wanting you to divide. So m is our variable and we are replacing it with 100. So this written out is going to be 100 divided by 20. So we want to know how many times 20 goes into 100. I will save you the brain work. 20 goes into 100 5 times. Okay. All right, so we've done addition, we've done multiplication, we've done division. So let's go ahead and look at one that involves 2 variables. It's not tricky, same thing, okay? We have 2x plus y. So we want to know our variables. We have an x and a y. And luckily it tells us what x equals and what y equals. So we're just going to plug it in. So let's rewrite it. 2 times, because remember a letter and a variable side by side means to multiply. So we're going to be doing 2 times x, which is actually 2 times 5. And we're going to add, because it says to add, and we're going to add 3, because that is what y equals. And now we have to do our order of operations, so hopefully you know that we need to do multiplication first. So 2 times 5 would give us 10, and then we add the 3, and 10 plus 3 gives us 13. So again, I know I went kind of fast on this. I just feel like it's something y'all do have a grasp on because you've done this before, and we've talked about it in class before. So just remember substitution. You're replacing the variable with the value given. So if you have any questions, remember, email me, remind me, you can call me through the team meeting, get in contact with me, let me know how I can help. Good luck, you guys, you got this.